Denver Council District 2 2-Minute Talk with Councilman Kevin Flynn.
Hi, Councilman Kevin Flynn with your Council District 2 2-Minute Talk for the month of February. In May of last year, the Mayor's Office asked the City Council to vote down a contract renewal with the Flock license plate reader system in order to have a task force formed to come up with policies and recommendations for how we use surveillance technology. So I'm sitting here with Tim Hoffman, who's the Mayor's Policy Director, to talk about that very fact. I am on that advisory committee as well, and Tim is leading the process. So what is the task force being asked to do?
Yeah, thank you, Councilman. The task force is made up of council members, community members, and people from the Mayor's administration to look at the current state of surveillance technology regulations and rules that exist in Denver, suggest improvements to those rules and regulations, contract language, other things, so we can make sure we're strengthening Denverites' security protections and data privacy.
I want to be sure that the Flock system is still being used right now while the task force is working. But it's not just license plate readers that we're looking at. What are some of the other technologies like halo cameras and whatnot?
You're correct, Councilman. We're looking at the full panoply of surveillance technologies that exist in the city. There are halo cameras, there are GPS data, and other kind of tracking systems that we use, fingerprint monitors, all of which exist publicly for anyone to look at, and the Denver Police Operations Manual that you can find online.
Certainly. And when will the work be done, and what do you expect to happen out of it?
Yeah, so as you can imagine, there are any number of things that we have to talk about as it relates to guardrails, data retention, all of those kind of things, while also making sure that the technologies remain effective in helping prevent crime in the city. We've gone through and already looked at contract language, rules and regulations that currently exist. The next step is to be thinking about, are there ways or are there areas of surveillance technology regulation that should be an ordinance that would be then considered by City Council?
Now, not to be lost in this conversation is the fact that the license plate reader system has been very useful, along with Halo and some of the others, in solving crime. So what we're looking for is the balance between preserving people's rights of privacy versus solving crime, and they're not necessarily in conflict. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, absolutely. The mayor's been clear on this. I know you've talked about this a lot, that Denverites' privacy considerations and their civil liberties and the safety of the entire community do not need to be mutually exclusive, and that's what this task force is designed to do, is to come up with robust safeguards, robust guardrails around data privacy and Denverites' civil liberty considerations when it relates to these surveillance technologies, while also making sure that they remain an effective tool for crime solving.
When do you project we'll be able to finish with this process and bring it to council?
I'm hoping very quickly. I think in the next couple of months we'll have at least the outlines of an ordinance that will then be socializing with you and the rest of council members as well as the community.
Perfect, and we will keep you informed of that process as well. Thank you for joining us this month.